Hey everyone, Burton is back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, as the first episode proved to be so popular, you guys seem to like it, so I decided to go ahead and do the second one as quickly as I could. So we just need to address a few questions because a lot of people have been asking about what is the story of this game, where is it set, because it's a little bit confusing because we have people with English accents, people with American accents. Well, I'm just going to give you a brief overview now while we just watch these two guys. So our tale, the story, is set in 15th century Bohemia, which is now often called the Czech lands, so you've got a bit of a geographical reference there. The current king is King Wenceslas IV, and he inherited the kingdom from his father, Charles IV. Now unfortunately the holdings have been divided between his family, with his younger half-brother, Sigismund. He inherited Brandenburg. He actually later goes on to become King of Hungary. So Wenceslas' power wasn't as great as his father's once had. So what normally happens in medieval history? Well, family turns on family, brother turns on brother, and Wenceslas is imprisoned in Vienna. Now I'm not too sure if that's happened right this moment or whether that's what happens going forward. I would assume it's pretty much happening straight away. But I just get the feeling that a young blacksmith, such as myself, will be pivotal in getting him out. So that's a little bit of an overview there of what we actually having a look at in the story itself. Now the Cumans get involved because at this period in time the Cumans are actually pretty much settled in Hungary. They were driven out from the steppes from the Mongol hordes, and that's pretty much where they come from. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an overview. Obviously check out the website, go on the wiki, and you'll be able to see there's a bit more. But for now I think, and talk is cheap, so we're actually gonna figure out how to use a sword. So we're going to ask this guy here. Yeah,
die.
So let's try the tutorial. I've already tried this once, just so you know.
But my services aren't for free. For 5 groschen, I'll teach you the basics. What do you say?
Okay, 5 groschen, that's a bargain.
Sounds good. When do we start?
Right away if you like. Take this wooden sword and come to the agreement.
Alright, so we're learning with wooden swords, so let's see if I'm any good at this. No promises, guys, okay? You've been warned. So straight away you can see that you immediately draw your sword. It's not always automatic, it is in the tutorial. Later on you press 1 to draw.
I want to kill you.
Straight away you can see you can move around using A and D. Now the good thing I like about this is, as soon as we're in the combat mode, I'm not sure if this is automatic or not, we immediately go in a circle.
Right.
Which is good. As you can see, the little icon in the middle of the screen is indicating which way I'm holding my sword. You're holding click to raise your sword in that direction, then releasing it to throw the strike. As you can see, I'm not doing too bad so far.
Try attacking from various angles. You can stab and chop.
Attack from various angles. Okay.
Nice.
So let's see if we can do anything. I love these little bits in between where our swords clash. Very, very cinematic.
That's right. That's the way.
Now, the endurance bar that you can see at the bottom is actually really good. It prevents people from hacking and slashing too much.
And you try blocking.
Alright, I will block you,
Hold the sword in front of you and learn to fend off various thrusts. I'll go slow for now.
Now, this is probably the only thing I don't like about the combat so far, is holding Q, because it's an awful position. So, as soon as I get the opportunity, I'll be changing that keybind. Because it's so difficult to move with A and D and then use Q as your block as well. But it's early days. This is the first iteration of their combat system, and you know what? For first go, I'm really enjoying it.
Notice how exhausting it is holding the sword above your head. Now, I'll show you how master blocks.
Ooh.
Attack!
So this is good. So this is our first example.
You wait for the strike and only fend it off when you see exactly where it's going. Attack!
Ah, right. Okay, this is the first example of the parries. So you see it goes a bit of a slow motion, so he parries my attack and then he immediately counters. And it goes slow motion.
Watch my backswing. As soon as I start to come down, block.
Excuse me. Okay, so now it's my turn to try. Let's give it a go then. So he's in motion.
Yeah.
Right. There we go. Oh, in the face. So he needs to be partially through his swing. If you do it too soon, you're just going to come up with a normal block. So let's wait for him.
Yeah!
There we go. Oh, that's nice. The good thing is, because you're attacking from different angles and you're parrying from different angles, you're not always doing the same attack afterwards, which
when you
keeps it fresh.
Off the sword, you can lunge straight away. Try it.
I'm sure that's what I was just doing, lunging, but we'll give it a go nonetheless. There we go. So you see what I mean there? We have just parried from one angle. Let's see if we can do another quickly. No, we missed that one. That's not very good. And we just did a normal block. Come on. Come on, Burton. Right, eventually I will parry again. Rest assured. There we go.
Now I'll show you a trick or two.
Yeah,
you
so
can
like
lead an
I say...
opponent by the nose. You give a few basic strikes, and when he least expects it, you attack out of rhythm. Defend yourself. I'll show you how it's done.
Okay, so we can block. So parry is disabled for now, but he's going to do a combination.
Now you try it. If you link together
to be honest,
a
I
series
don't like
of
the
strikes,
fact it's
then you
called
can attack
combination.
unexpectedly. A strike like that is almost impossible to fend off.
So, series of strikes, or just chaining is probably going to be better. So as you can see, we've got a couple of different ones to try out here. It's actually quite difficult, only because this symbol in the middle, when you're trying to move fast to another direction with your mouse, you have to be very strict about your direction, otherwise you can easily slip into the wrong direction there. But it's good that this has been thought of, because it makes the one-on-one battles so much better. My only question is,
are you still looking
when
for
you're in the
that
middle
key?
of a big battle, so like
Sorry,
hundreds of
but as
people,
far as I know,
and say this guy
nobody
here
found
is the Lord,
Oh dear.
and we've managed to single him out and we're going one-on-one
For
combat,
sure.
will one of his men be able to then join in as well, or will we be in sort of like a protected bubble? Will it just be the two of us? Oh, I need to stop swinging, I'm knackered here. Yeah, so it's something to think about in the future. Hopefully, as they continue doing these tutorials, they might expand this maybe into a little melee situation where we have, you know, maybe 2 on 2, 3 on 3, that sort of thing, so we can start to learn. But as a first try, I think this is really good. It's quite immersive as well. Yeah, I think we've pretty much learned what we can from this guy, so I want to try and end this as soon as we can. But you know what? I still love it. Can't end it here, okay. I think we need to actually do one of these combos. Which one haven't we tried? Well, I don't think I've done the stab one, so we can try that. Oh, there we go, it's gone. Things are going to be over soon, guys. So what's your opinion of the combat system so far? Do you like it? Do you think that can be improved in any way other than what I've already said? It'll be interesting to hear your feedback on this.
You can block all you want, but it's best to evade the strongest blows. Remember, the blow that misses you hurts the least. I'll attack and you evade. You
Okay.
mustn't move too soon. I'll see you. If you move too late, you'll get hit. Try it.
So this is actually quite interesting. So let's talk about footwork. So we can't block, we can't strike, we just have to get out of the way. Now, I'm going to try and make sure I'm as close to him as I can. Because if you time this right, not like there, in the middle of a battle, surely you'll be able to just quickly sidestep someone and then oh my god. I think all this armour is weighing down my intellect and I'm just acting too slowly. That was a bit better. There we go. So you can imagine what this is like right now. Can you imagine what it would be like on horseback? Being someone who's played Mountain Blade quite a lot, I can imagine what it would be like. I think it should be fairly similar to that. I would love it if they did something a little bit different, but to be honest, I don't know what they would do different. Oh, so time for variance. By holding the attack button, you raise your weapon. Okay, so something a little bit extra. So there's actually quite a lot to it. I'm very happy it's not just a button bashing situation, that you could probably have some prolonged fights, especially if you're with, say you're against a human opponent for instance. it'd be very easy for someone just to wind themselves out, run out of all their energy, and then just lose. Now, there's been no confirmation that you'll be able to go ahead and battle any humans, because this is a single player. But it would be nice if there was some sort of training scenario you can jump on with a friend and just quickly, maybe just in an arena such as this, just have a quick practice with each other. But for now, I'm very happy with the story.
I took it easy on you. Now I'm going to let you have it. Try everything I taught you.
Alright, so now we can do everything, we can put it all together and see if we're actually any good. Now this guy, I assume he's some sort of blade master, master of arms, which is why he's charging people to learn the ways of the sword. And probably why he's doing slightly better than I am. Oh, that was nice though. Now in terms of graphics, I don't think the graphics are suffering too much. Now bear in mind I am recording, so that's why you've got a little bit of screen jutter on here, and it is fairly fast paced. But it's still very much playable, which is good. I am on medium settings. I've tried it on high. High is fine, except when it gets in busy areas like this, FPS drops too much for it to warrant recording. So obviously if you guys are thinking about buying this and supporting the title, have a look over on their website. They have different tiers with different availability on this. I just went for the basic one, which I believe is, I think it's Baron tier I'm on. And it gives you full access to this so far. Like I say, very early development game. But Warhorse, their YouTube channel, the guys are putting out quite a lot of content, so you get to meet the devs, the people behind it, and you get to know what they're working on. So it's not just like one of those alpha games where you go ahead and you purchase and then you just have to wait for Steam to say, oh, there's an update coming out this week. These guys are actually putting out a lot of information about the game, about what they're doing, and they're actually taking on board ideas of the people who are trying it as well. It's quite an active forum and community so far, which is good considering the game is so early. Because obviously right now, we keep saying this is alpha, but we need to make sure that you're aware it's a tech alpha. So really they're just trying a lot of the mechanics and things like that, which is why things like the voice acting isn't great, and some of the voice acting is actually missing in the game. Sometimes you do some of the quests and it's just actually the dialogue, the actual written dialogue, not anything verbal. And I'm fine with that. I'd much rather they get the mechanics sorted first. Speaking of mechanics, that's our training over.
Get him!
But we do have an option. We've just pretty much struggled, but I'd like to actually
try that too.
You have to put up at least 10 groschen. If you win, you get it back and something on top.
Now this gives us an option to get some of our money back because it cost us 5 groschen already. So
Are
I'll
you
give him
sure?
10.
I wouldn't want to have to scoop you out of the arena with a shovel. Who do you think you can take?
Alright, God. I think I'll have a
too
beginner,
hard,
please.
but I don't want to push over either.
You can borrow armor for the fight for a few groschen.
God, this guy's making a fortune. Yes, I'll have armor.
Why not?
So you guys need to get out of there. Oh, your legs have disappeared and so have you. Excellent. And here we go. So like I said, press 1 draws out your primary weapon.
What's
this
wrong?
is a guy I'm facing.
You're finished!
For some reason he's quite aggressive. Oh, it's nice to see the proper swords though. To be honest, I thought they would be a little bit shiny.
Looking
Maybe
for
it's
more?
because I'm not on full detail here. Oh, there we go. A nice little parry. I think I might have to be careful with this guy because if I'm going to be aggressive, I think he's going to parry the hell out of me. Yeah, there we go. As predicted. Now, as you can see in the bottom, we've got our endurance bar. What you'll notice during this fight is, as my health starts to go down, you'll start to see a little bit of white on the right hand side of it. Now that's when he gets a good hit, and I'm pretty sure he will get a good hit. Hopefully. Oh! God, I like those effects there. Right, so there you go. You can see the first little bit of white coming up on the screen now. We're going to continue trying to circle this guy, see if we can just counter him, but unfortunately my timing isn't great. Ouch. There we go, that was a really good hit. All this for 10 groschen, my word. Now I like it when you're hitting some of their armor and you see the sparks fly. That's quite good. I just wish that I was doing a little bit, wow. I just wish I was doing a little bit better here. There we go, at least I win that little thing. Ugh. Now going forward, I expect there'll be a lot of a market for upgrading. In the first episode we showed one of the little traders in the main village. That was just some basic things that you can do there. I would very much like to get into the fact of upgrading our swords. I want to get a sword I can give a name to. I think that would be good. And obviously we've already called our horse Baxter, so we know we're okay with the horse. Now I just need a sword to complete the family. This isn't going well. So you can see there's the sign at the sides, which indicates I am bleeding, and no wonder why I'm bleeding. How many hits am I taking? Imagine what this would have been like if I hadn't borrowed the armour. I would have been down already. But hopefully this video has given you all a very good idea about what the hand-to-hand combat is like. Well, not hand-to-hand, sword-to-swords combat. About what it's like, and just the amount of thought and the effort that the developers are putting into this game to ensure that it is going to be a very good game indeed. In regards to the map itself, right now the map is fairly small, but it has recently been expanded. There are two main villages in the map. There's a little woman who I'm going to call a woods witch, off in the woods where you can learn all your herbal medicines and things like that. Yeah! There's a couple of basic quests that you can do as well. There's obviously the burnt out farmstead also, and a couple of little things about. And that's it.
How did I do?
Do I have to tell you, it's not enough for you to get your arse kicked and can hardly stand up?
I think that pretty much says it all, guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video and the combat. Look at them legs, that is something you did not teach me to do, sir. That is why I lost, because I cannot do Irish dancing. Okay guys, you guys all know what to do, and that's raise those thumbs. Cheers.